Welcome to the Roger Bay Railway, a railway for the commuters who want to travel or the people who want to transport. From passengers to freight, this railway knows how to get from A to B on time, no matter what. Join me today where I will show you some of the many activities on the Roger Bay. It is July 2022, the time where everybody wants to take the train and go to the seaside. Here we can see Helmingham Hall with a passenger train taking their holiday makers to the beach. Here we can see an Andrew Barclay 040 shunting locomotive known as Coronation hauling a fish and chip train, carrying all the fish and chips for the beach. There's also a beach hut style wagon hauling souvenirs for the shops at the beach. Down in the workshop area they have been very busy. The Ruston 48 is here and it is in for a service, as well as a large Prairie locomotive which is in for overhaul. This locomotive is numbered 4110. Here we can see some work being done on the rods of the locomotive, and at a glance you can see other rods that are awaiting some work. Terrier number 45 Merton is seen here hauling a couple coaches taking passengers from the ferries to the stations. Fireman Nathan Robertson informs us that it's a little bit awkward to get the coal in the firebox, but she's a very nice steamer and runs really well. And the driver David Parkinson says she's a wonderful locomotive and they love her dearly. Here we can see another passenger train hauling holiday makers. This time it's been hauled by an L1 consisting of one Mark I coach and 3 teaks. People say the L1 was quite a nice design by Thompson, but there was a few issues like leaky tanks that were about. In the end, these locomotives didn't prove too successful. The L1 locomotive is known as a 2-6-4 wheel arrangement. This is due to having 2 wheels in front, 6 driving wheels and 4 trailing wheels on a bogie. A Mark I buffet car is seen here parked at a platform on the Roger Bay, and this was so passengers could pick up a drink or something to eat just before they jump on the train or just after they've jumped off. Here we can see a Nellie locomotive which was coupled up to be on display. As you can see, there's a few people who actually enjoy it, and it's quite a nice thing that the railway done. Class 5205, numbered 5239, called Goliath, is seen here hauling a mail train full of postcards that the holiday makers have sent to their beloved families at home. Here we get to have a closer look at Goliath as she stopped on the gradient in front of the cameraman. Full with extra postcards, she's ready to set off and start battling the steep gradient just as she sets off. Two of the Mark 1 coaches we saw earlier with Helmingham Hall has now been uncoupled and dropped off, as cleaners go through the coach cleaning all the sand off the tables and seats that passengers from the beaches have dropped off. Now, to end off this episode, we better go back to the workshop and have a look. The Ruston 48 service has been completed and is now running even better than she was, and 4110's overhaul is coming along nicely, and the hope is that she will be able to pull some holiday makers next year. That's it for today's episode. Take care, and we shall see you next time.